Ancient Apparition also looking for potentially his early Aghanim Scepter, but yeah, they've got that instant jump in, the net follow-up.
Net is so
Ravage is not bad. Silence is pretty good against him as well early on. So it's not the type of game where Anti-Mage can just freely split push without any fear of getting ganked.
Yeah, I think what this game is going to come down to a lot of... Oh, this is interesting. They're actually putting the Bat Rider mid.
We do not see much Bat mid nowadays.
The base damage, man, it's so low. It's 43 damage, I think. Yeah, and it's 41 to 45. That's
you remember terrible. When Bat used to win his lane every game, no matter what.
Yeah, but then they lowered his base damage from.
And then everyone just started jungling him, so they tried to nerf the sticky napalm damage, and
they keep trying to
still
hold
the guy's strong as hell.
But you just can't.
He's still a good hero. That's the crazy thing. I imagine seeing Bat in his like unnerfed state from a year ago in this patch. Oh my god!
Just think about it. You actually have to just think about how ridiculous that hero was for the longest time.
HR with the huge wraparound plays. Dread's gonna lead the way. They get Sonico off the bat. Chilling Touch applied, and can he skill anything in time here? Doesn't even manage to cast the Grave, though he did skill it. Now they run onto J4. Oh, a very crafty maneuver by HR. Smoking here, giving him the ring around the rosy, and securing a nice first blood. As they will now fight Ditya Ra. He even blinked onto this rune. I'll take a lot of damage with some body blocks.
Oh no.
Didn't jaunt.
I think if he jaunted there, they could have killed him.
Because
the rune could lift again, and he has boots too.
Maybe just hit the wrong key, or just wasn't sure if there's anyone waiting up the hill. But they did get this ward down, so they should have known where Ogre was.
Yeah, that almost definitely would have been worth it. Because even if you only expend mana at that point, it's okay.
Well, mercy was shown this day, Will. That's all we can say.
I think what ends up happening here is that if the puck has a really good start, and he gets a really quick blink dagger, he can really disrupt the AM. Because him plus one hero can just mess up anybody. And this is what I talked about too, is the Tidehunter in a one-on-one matchup with any melee hero will win. But the problem is, because of the level 1 thing that they went for, he's actually got Gush, which might not seem like a big deal, but it is, because it means the Doom should get some time.
It's a very big deal, and it'll slow down his ability to go for Ancients. It also means he can't bully the Doom as hard in the lane, and Cheshire Cat with the boots out already. He's used Devour, hasn't found any abilities for these creeps, but we should run through our lineups quickly before we get too much farther underway. In the aggressive tri-lane, Dread will be playing your Rubik Arts on the Naga Siren 1 position. Goddamn, Ancient Apparition, Affinage on the puck, and then safe lane is Goresh playing the Tidehunter. So on the side of PowerRangers, you've got Cheshire Cat, the Doom, onto the offlane. Shachlo, your Bat Rider. It's J4 on the Ogre Magi, Sonico the Dazzle, and it leaves Ditya Ra as the very embattled anti-mage. He goes in onto Dread, who has a lift ready. Blink is no longer available. Have they managed to get level 2? Oh no, he's in trouble now. They throw out the heal. They've got a Grave for Ditya Ra. Blink cooling down in 1 second. It looks like he should live. But he's not going to have fun this game, as he's now chased back. J4 also being pursued out. They're just lucky that this Naga's only level 1. They go for some more kills. They throw the heal out now, doing a lot of damage with the Ogre. Dread's lift cooling down. He's going to look to run him down, tangoing through the trees, but Sonico turns to fight. Huge aggression as the anti-mage suicides the neutrals. He'll be back in just a few moments. He'll have that free TP available. This Dazzle going ham in the lane.
Yeah, he just kind of stood there while his teammates got right-clicked.
Sonico's like, don't worry, I'll Superman this. 1v3. Easy.
That was pretty much as good as it was going to get, but the AM blinking in there was a terrible idea, because the amount of damage they can put out with the Chilling Touch between 3 heroes, this is what I said earlier, when I said that the Chilling Touch is such a good aggro tri-lane skill. Like, you can't fight under that, even if it looks like you can. For a second, and both teams are actually suiciding. So remember, it's 1-0, technically.
Yeah, of course, spending their gold burst. They'll leap it on the goddamn Rubik coming, but it might be too late. They get the quick kill here. The Irado, 8 seconds until his blink cools down. He'll make it out. Well, Ancient Apparition out of the picture. He does not have... Oh, he just has TP Cold, so he'll immediately return to the Bloodbath, as even the neutrals begin to work against PR, launching the Hadoukens in the direction of your Dazzle.
Yeah, HR actually just have to break somewhat even in this lane, because PR aren't stacking or pulling, and it's not like Ditya Ra is getting any farm, whereas Arts is pretty much free farming still. And meanwhile at bottom, the Tidehunter's really taking advantage of the matchup. He's got 16 CS compared to the 8 that the Doom has. So as long as HellRaisers breaks about even in this match, in this lane, and although they are down and killed, they are still ahead because their hard carry is getting a lot more farm.
Yeah, and they're using this pull as well. Goddamn Dread looking to get their levels up. Will they be contested though? J4 coming in again with the stun. They immediately forward, but they lift the pit out. They throw him back down. The heels there, and yeah, with the chilling touch, he's forced back. Ogre is going to commit for this one. Tosses out the club. So Nico also diving deep. Goddamn, has baited them all. Now Ra into the front lines. He sticks up. He tries to turn. He keeps himself alive. They have another Dazzle and Poison Touch. They chase him further. So Nico can't get the job done though. Now driven back, but Dread also low. This top lane, a bloody massacre for both teams. 3-3 your score. Some of those are neutral suicides, I believe, but nonetheless, a very aggressive start.
Yeah, and everybody in this lane has the same exact idea. They all bought magic sticks just for this moment, and that does favor HellRaisers right there. They are able to pick up the kill without losing anybody for once.
6 magic sticks, all of them in the top lane.
Oh wait, no, the AA did go down, huh? He got chased down.
Yeah,
He doesn't have boots. But that's still okay. The AA is the one
He's literally just here to press Chilling Touch, so...
Yeah, exactly. And I'm actually surprised that PR are doing as well as they are against the damage of the Chilling Touch. I guess the heal, level 1 for the Dazzle when they have a bunch of creeps like that, it's too difficult to fight under. But the same issue kind of persists in that their safe lane Tidehunter is getting a whole lot out of this lane. And the scary thing is, once he hits 6 and he gets a bit of levels and a bit of farm, he can just go up to this top lane, ravage, and potentially kill 1 or 2 heroes.
Yeah, not so easy for the Doom, though. When he hits level 6, maybe has a chance of a solo kill, depending how low Goric is at the time. But for now, Goric still fairly healthy. And I do want to mention, Shadeshow actually doing really nicely in this mid lane. He's been off-stacking the jungle. He's also still managing to keep slightly ahead of your puck in terms of CS. Leader in net worth for now. So Batrider off to a good start. And I have to say, I think most times I've seen this matchup mid, Will, it seems like the pucks are coming out on top. So
I think it just depends on the player. Like, maybe Shadeslow plays this pretty aggressively, and he seems like he's playing really high on Afro Ninja, and it just looks like he's playing a little bit far back. He also only went 2 into the orb, so it's a little bit harder for him to trade hits. And I think Shadeslow as well with the stack is going to get pretty far in this matchup.
They baited him in though. They're going to toss him back in the tower. Coil's there, and Shadeslow in a lot of trouble has the TP scroll. No chance in hell he gets out. Meanwhile, top lane, can they go? Nope, not yet. They've got Doom bottom. Cheshire Cat wanting to make a move in here. Uh-oh, Gorak. This could be the solo kill. He's going to now... Oh, they're already ready. They've got the TP from the Rubik. What great movement by Dread. Doom now wasted. Ravage online. This is going to be an opening for HR.
That actually should have been a kill for Cheshire Cat. If somebody hadn't TP'd instantly, he has the...
He was like just sitting there waiting to TP.
Yeah. He knew that something was going to happen, and Gorak knew it as well. Instantly replies... And that's actually huge for the Tidehunter, because once that first Doom is used, like you said, that's the entire way that he's going to pressure out the lane. And meanwhile, this Tide hasn't even used Ravage yet, and he's already got 1,000 gold on top of him. Playing against his Blink Dagger at this point is going to be so miserable. PR don't exactly have heroes that position too fantastically, aside from the Batrider, and it's not like this Doom's going to get a Blink Dagger anytime soon. So the Ravagers are going to be really devastating.
Winner of this best of 5, guys. They go to China not as just a wildcard team, but as a guaranteed main event berth. Stun onto Ark's top lane. The chase is on from Big Out. The heal comes out. He's going to run back into the cold feet stun. Uh-oh. That's his death. It's Suniko probably dropping here as well as Afro Ninja will leap forward. Matches to grade and will barely make it out. Still out of the lane. As they will look to give this mid lane to Dread for now. He's going to try to catch up on his levels and... something sorely needed. Everyone in this top lane just a bit behind. Gorik's got Ravage. Bottom lane onto Cheshire Cat. He goes, gosh, another kill going the way of HR. 6-3 your score. And, well, the Doom first getting outmaneuvered by the Rubik and now getting put on his backside by Gorik's.
Yeah, he probably just didn't assume that the Tide would use the Ravage just for that, but it's well worth it at this point.
And they get a kill mid. A relentless onslaught. Coil now by half an inch. Everywhere the Rubik picks go, man, I'm telling you, this hero, Rubik just, it's the hero. He gets like 4 kills in the laning stage. It's not just for HR, but they're certainly running well. It's a lot of these CIS teams.
His net worth is almost even with the Anti-Mage too. He's just picked up his Arcane Boots, and the Anti-Mage has already died twice. One of those was a suicide, so it doesn't count too much. But the fact that he had a suicide just to go back to base, that's something you want to see a support do, not your core. And if you take a look at this Tidehunter LD, he's about to pick up his Blink Dagger in 8 minutes and 20 seconds. You don't even need a Ravage at that point to be useful. Just Blink Gush, Blink Acre Smash, that's enough.
You can tell HR really want to start forcing some team fights. They're roaming Alpha Ninja up into the top lane. There's no reliable ways to lock down this puck aside from the bat, and your Bat Rider for Shadeslow, despite that early CS lead, is nowhere near his Blink Dagger. He's gone back for the bottle, has the completed Tranquil Boots, and with that said, they make the go on the top lane. Arts now splitting out with Mirror Image. He might be in a bit of trouble here. He's surrounded, getting brought down quickly. The Blink forward, no Song of the Siren yet. He's only level 5 as Alpha Ninja tries to turn this. Well, Orb out to Yara. No Mana Void either. Can they kill him in time? He barely escapes. Oh, it's costly. Back to the well. They rotated everyone in for that as well. Bat Rider missing out on the stack opportunity. The only hero really benefiting from that is Cheshire Cat. He's just chilling bottom.
He needs that time too to catch up. And because he's a Doom, look how far he's caught up already. He's got 3,200 gold. He's only 500 behind the Tide, who's got so much more CS than him, and he solo killed him. But that's kind of just what Doom does as a mechanic. He's meant to get a little bit ahead because he has a lot of needs as a hero. But that play by HellRaisers was so good. The puck went in and fainted like he was going to go on one of the supports. So both of the supports backed up, and the Bat Rider decided to go for him. And so it was only the anti-mage going on the Naga Siren, and so he's like, okay, I'm just going to TP out here. And that was such a heads-up smart play, because most people would have just suicided to the tower or just continue to run and, you know, shout, I'm creating space.
This is trouble. Dread has the stolen Blink, although it's currently cooling down. They zap Sumiko and bring him down. The big playmaker in our last series just getting wrecked by HR. Stolen Blink on Rubik, Blink Ravage on Tidehunter, Alpha Ninja's Blink coming soon. He's up to 1,500 gold. This is not going to be a very good anti-mage game for much longer.
Yeah, it's just the mobility that HR have at this point is making it really difficult. In the beginning, it did look like PR was getting the better of the trades. Like, they killed the off lane twice, and they only lost one hero, and the Bat Rider was stacking, and on top of the fact that he was winning the mid lane. But even though he's got a hefty lead in CS, just look at the difference in farm between him and Alpha Ninja. It's actually not that hard.
Gorik's now making his way top. The Ravage is online. Ping comes out into Shadeslow. I think Gorik was spotted. It is currently daytime, so he'll continue roaming this way. Do they jump to Yara? No ultimate for AA just yet. He's 2 creeps away. Actually, he's 1 creep away. They'll just show him in lane, and you know the thing is, even if they don't kill the AA, like, he's not farming. He's just hiding in the tower, really struggling to keep up in terms of his net worth.
Yeah, what is Yara going to do against a level 9 Tidehunter who's got almost max Kraken Shell? He's got max Anchor Smash. It's not even worth it for anyone on PR to come and gank him unless it's the Doom at this point either. So he's just going to get zoned out by the mere presence of the Tidehunter. And Yara has to be careful because he's got a Blink Dagger and any sort of combination of heroes that go up to kill him with the Tidehunter.
They throw it in Ice Blast bottom lane. Cheshire got trapped out by it. The lift came out from Dread, and along with the net, they try to run him down. It's not going to be enough, though. Nice grave from Sumiko to turn this one. As Arts transitions off that top lane, they, as you mentioned, will just leave the unkillable melon wall there to continue slowing down the AM, and now they look to catch up their Naga a bit. Art's probably going to start farming towards that relic and giving them a little bit of late game insurance.
Yeah. Goris, I don't know how you say his name. Goris?
I think it's Goris, but
Goris.
I've been given a few different pronunciations on Twitter, so I've been told it's not Gorek, which is what I was saying originally.
That's what I thought it would be.
I think I'm butchering the language. My apologies to those who know better, but feel free to tweet at LD Dota and tell me how dumb I am.
Yeah, that'd be nice. LD Bolts is actually flying top. It doesn't look like it's going to connect, but they do see the anti-mage. Puck is invis up here. This should mean a kill
Foil?
Oh, is he even going to die? Oh no! He's got 1 HP!
He's trapped in the trees. They don't even know where he is. He's actually going to end up living.
Oh, that's so huge.
To Yara, the H apparition Ice Blast cooling down in 10. So there might be a kill opportunity here if he ends up getting sniped. That would be an incredible long-range pickoff. As they swing towards Shadeslow mid lane. Your Ice Blast, flying in 1 second. If he wants it, is he going to go for it? Nope, doesn't look like it. They'll just blink away at Shadeslow and let that anti-mage live to fight another day. Instead, they go for the easy kill. Your Rubik now in a broomstick, floating away. He's got Firefly online, and he's 1,000 gold off of Blink.
Yeah, he's actually got so much farm. And with this
They're
Firefly,
about to have triple Blink, and Anti-Mage isn't even close to his first item.
He's going to actually use this. I think what he should do is keep the Firefly and actually just stack
Just
like
farm
a camp.
with it?
Yeah, just like stack a camp for himself. and he could actually get a Blink Dagger within the next 2 minutes. The more worrying thing for me, though, is that the Anti-Mage doesn't have a whole lot, but they do have the Doom. Cheshire Cat, he was the saving grace for them in Game 3 of the series against Navi, and it looks like he could be again for them. He's almost got a Blink Dagger, he's got a Hand of Midas, and they haven't really done anything to him ever since the Tide left that lane and killed him.
Arts, they're setting up for him bottom lane. They lead with the Bat Rider. He's got Lasso. He gets it off too. Doom will follow this up. Not a whole lot they can do to protect their Naga. Brought down by the Fiery Sword. And Alpha Ninja just waiting to see if any stragglers stick around, but that won't be the case. Now Doom picking up his Blink. So he'll answer back, and with this, the Naga's life will get a bit more hellish.
Ah, I see what you did there. What was that laugh? These noises today. Ooh.
It was a hellish laugh.
That's not a hellish laugh. It's like you gotta do it.
Oh no, he misses the coil.
Yeah, things aren't exactly. Even though they are leading in kills, this Doom is actually getting huge. When they killed the Batrider mid, it didn't really affect his net worth too much because he did pick up his Blink there. And now that he's got a Blink Lasso, he can set up pretty easily for that Naga.
Yara in a bit of trouble. He manages to blink out. They use an Ice Blast here. In the meantime, as you mentioned, Dread is deep behind enemy lines. He may even get this kill on Cheshire Cat. No, he's going to TP out.
Yeah.
But Ice Blast pulling down in 20.
This game is deceptive though, LD. Although it says 9-4 for HellRaisers. PowerRangers isn't even in that bad of a position. The Tide's farm has been really slowed down a lot, and you don't want your top net worth hero to be a Tide Hunter, right? You want it to be the Naga, and I guess the Naga is doing a bit better than the Anti-Mage, but this Doom is just going to continue to accelerate and get ahead.
Yeah, if you're HR, your strength is that other 4. You've got the really strong 5-man, but PR just looking to spread the map. They go around with the Batrider, the Doom, looking for solo pickoffs, and Azart's is going to miss his tower last hit here. That'll slow down his Relic a little bit. And if they can just keep the map spread like that, and avoid fighting against Ravage, Coil, and A all together, then they may be able to turn this game around.
Yeah, and they are pinging out at bottom. They have to know that this is a bait, though. If nobody else is showing on the map, and Ra over here is able to just invade the jungle, they know that they're sitting behind bottom, 100%.
He throws out the ultimates, and Eco, mass pings coming out from the HF. Nice blast on its way in, and Ravage will fly through. He isn't going to hit anything. Does not even need it. It looks like Song cast and then cancel on it instantly. They turn on to Cheshire Cat, who survives for a while. He manages to chuck out a Doom. The puck will fall, and Arts now being pursued out by your hasted Batrider. Should be going down here. No Song, no escape. Goritz could be next on the run, and it looks like he dies here too.
Yeah, but he's going to definitely catch him out of position. And that's a huge kill too, because those are the two those are all 3 of the top net worths that just died for HellRaisers. And so even though it's 10-7, kills at this point of the game mean a lot more than kills in the laning phase, because you're just getting more XP, a little bit more levels, and meanwhile you're creating space for Ra, who's actually caught up quite nicely. He's only 600 gold behind in net worth for the Naga. And Anti-Mage is a hero that can accelerate really quickly without the use. Once he gets his battle gear, he's going to farm out everything.
And if he gets farmed, it's a really good AM game, because as mentioned, HR pretty light on physical damage, and they don't have amazing lockdown for AM. They have good lockdown, but you know, there's no Doom or global silence before he gets his Manta to jump him from anywhere. So he may have an idea things are coming with the Batrider potentially completing 4-step soon. Gem could be next. They get the aggressive wards down, and they're going to have heroes putting pressure on the map to free things up for the Anti-Mage.
Did you see what Soneko just did for Ra? He casted the weave on top of him so that he could farm this 4-stack without taking any damage, because it would normally kill him, but because he had a ton of armor, all 8 of those creeps or whatever just did 0 damage to him.
Oh, that's really cool. In the meantime, J4, he just goes down top lane to a 3-hero rotation. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, actually. Dazzle, it's a pretty damn low cooldown, so you can throw it out willy-nilly.
Yeah, he's just helping him farm with it to catch up. And this Anti-Mage is going to be really difficult to kill. Like you said, they don't have a lot of physical damage, on top of the fact that there's a Dazzle to buff that up even further.
That's a good point. Well, they're also starting to steal some HR jungle stacks, although Golem's not exactly what this Batrider's looking for, but Jigara starts to apply pressure in the mid lane. He'll now blink towards the south side. Art's on the way out. He is closing down on Relic territory, up to 2,800 gold here. Your Anti-Mage Probably going to hit his Battle Fury a little bit later, but a relatively similar timing to that Relic. So, all in all, both carries on track to accelerate their farm curves, and I guess we'll have to see if the Tidehunter can continue to get his next items out. It's looking like one of those games where you're going to need a Refresher Tidehunter, maybe Aghanim Scepter, H Apparition. They're not just going to win this game by like the 25-30 minute mark.
Yeah, definitely. And farm on Tide doesn't nearly mean as much as farm on a Doom. Look at this Doom's net worth. He's got 8,300 net worth. He's almost got a completed Aghanim Scepter already. He's about 1,300 gold from that. And so 8.3k net worth on him means so much more than 8.3k net worth on Tide. What is Tide really going to get? He's got the 4-step, I guess, and you get a Refresher. But it's going to be quite a while until you get to that point. And by that time, the Doom should be able to initiate on you pretty freely. Like, I'd imagine the Doom has at least 1 or 2 more major items before the Tidehunter can finish a Refresher at this point.
They're going to split push now. With Cheshire Cat mid, he's working towards his Aghanim Scepter. They're trying at the same time for PR to set up top. If they go on this AM, Ogre in position behind for the defense. Rubik now has Blink. I don't think these two will be able to kill the AM, and certainly not with the backup, but perhaps they bring in something else. Ice Blast coming out, connected around, they lift him, toss him back. Blink was stolen. No real follow-up though. Don't see Rubik looking forward for this.
Looking the beginning.
That's awkward.
Yeah, you're not getting that, and that's a huge kill for them. I guess they only thought it was going to be 2 or 3 heroes so that they could go for the turnaround, but going for that was just a little bit too risky, especially if your anti-mage can't help you fight. Maybe he thought he was strong enough to 1-on-3, but he just wasn't.
Okay, forward, now trapped. They get that Rubik lift off, looking for an additional kill. Doom, Ogre, the Bruisers hitting the dirt, and good news, anti-mage not dying. So Battle Fury nearly complete now, can pick up his broadsword to go with the Claymore, and let's see, still needs the Void Stone as well. Pretty slow farm for both carries, to be honest.
It's just that they're so pressured.
Yeah.
It's hard when there's this many Blink Daggers and this many counters to heroes at this point in the game. I actually really like PR synergy between their lineup, though. Not a lot of physical damage, though, on HellRaisers. And the one knock on Doom is that normally you have to build the Shivas after 1 or 2 items, but because of the Dazzle, being able to beef them up, and the fact that HellRaisers doesn't have a lot of physical damage on top of that, this Doom's actually going to be really tanky for most of these large-scale engagements.
So you think just go like straight Ags,
yeah, you can,
BKB Refresher? Or?
Yeah, I think normally I would say you get the Shivas, yeah.
Okay.
But I think in this game, especially with the Dazzle keeping you alive with just that weave, like I'm starting to see the beauty of weave now.
That weave. Well, Sayori would be happy. That's his hero, man.
Is it?
Well, it was his spirit animal, you know, with the dreads, but I guess at this point they're in it for the long haul, even though he's since cut the locks. But yeah, they get the gem on the Batrider for PR. That's the other nice thing is you're running a mobile carry that wants to be split pushing, and that arguably the best hero. I guess Night Stalker with Ag's the other one that really excels. It's just keeping the map free of enemy wards, so you can go for that aggressive split push.
Yeah, getting rid of vision is actually the key of stopping split pushes and allowing the Naga to farm with impunity. But HR realized the gem is out, and so they're going to go for the smoking and try to catch the
Hero! Oh, they just tried to past him, but the rest of the team is here. And goodbye, Dread.
But that isn't the target they wanted. They wanted to try to get this Batrider with the gem off. And
would have been a big kill, but
yeah, they have to go for the push now, I think. Just smoking for an Ogre that's like level 8 or something definitely isn't worth it.
Anti-Mage is coming up. They actually want to take this fight. Doom's going to leap forward, and they immediately are just... Oh, actually only got the level down. Didn't get the Doom attack. Gorak in trouble. Looks like he'll end up going down. That's an Ag's Doom. Do they get the deny? No, too late. Coil arrives from Alpha Ninja, and Soniko's brought low by it. Your Anti-Mage surges in. He runs into 3 heroes, blinks out to the tree line as Batrider begins pursuit. Has a lasso online. Cheshire Cat just slicing into goddamn. Will Digga Rod get involved? He will. Ends up the Doom who gets the kill, though, and Alpha Ninja should be next. 3 heroes beaten down top lane, and, well, never got that Ravage off. The Ag's Doom making things happen. Immediate smoke gank. Well, I'm not sure where they're going with this, but maybe just an accidental smoke.
They might be going all the way bottom, but they don't have Doom or the...
Yeah, how are you going to gank the
Yeah, they don't have Doom or Lasso up, so I don't think this was intentional by any means, but... Okay.
Oh, maybe they get the Courier. No, not even that.
Yeah, the bat does no right-click damage, man. It's gonna take him like 4 hits to take that thing down.
Yeah, I mean, he does have the Blink Force, but it heads the other way regardless. Well, Will, after what looked like a pretty solid start from HR, just the last top lane, no time to talk about the game, as all we can do is watch the blood hit the soil. J4, he'll be next, brought down by Goritz and Dread, but once again, they're just killing the supports a lot, especially the Ogre Magi. Doom, Anti-Mage, Bat. Not that many deaths between them as of late.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I was saying earlier that a lot of these kills don't mean that much. Obviously, it's good for morale and stuff when you see that you're up 16 to 10, but the majority of your kills are going on the Ogre, who I believe has died like, he's died 5 times, the Dazzle's died 4 times, but the heroes that you want to kill, the Doom's only died twice, the Anti-Mage's only died twice, and one of those deaths, remember, was a suicide, and the other one was from the laning phase. And so since then, he hasn't really been pressured. So although it's 16 to 10, it's a little bit deceptive, because the Doom is escalating farm so quickly. He's almost got a fully completed BKB, he has a Midas, an Aghanim Scepter, a Blink Dagger, like he's pretty much got his core items that are going to allow him to be effective in this game.
Yeah, he can get out of control, and I think that's where, as I keep on harping on, maybe I'm overdoing it, but the Rubik could and maybe needs to be the X Factor. Blink Dagger out, he's going towards his own Aghanim Scepter. They will smoke on Arts though, he songs! They didn't get off the Doom in time, he has a teleport scroll!
They're gonna fight this, they're bringing everybody in, but Arts is getting out.
That was really pushing it to the limit. He's like, okay, I'm gonna song, let's fight. And they're like, no, we're not fighting that dude.
Yeah,
Get the
no
hell
mana.
out.
It would take them too long with TPs as well to get at bottom. Like the amount of time it would just take if you stack TPs to that tier 1, it would take forever.
Yeah, that was a good call to back, but it was funny how he was like, come on guys, let's take a fight, I'm feeling good. Nope.
Okay, they have to be careful here at bottom. Like, nobody should try to show. Ninja is just going to wait it out because they realize the Naga had TP'd in, or TP'd out, so he's not going to be there for quite some time. And it just opens up a little bit more farm for Ditya Ra, who has to pretty much avoid these large-scale engagements and just farm his life off. He's not going to be able to provide anything until he gets a Manta, plus he might even need something on top of that Manta, because there is a lot of lockdown still.
What do you think the item is after that? BKB, Heart?
BKB, probably.
HR do have quite a bit of lockdown that BKB would block. I guess the only thing that would really go through it is the Puck Aghanim Scepter if Ninja wants to go that route. But he's a ways off of it. He went back for Midas on the Puck.
That'd be pretty good. Ags Puck this game?
I really like that item. It was I think it was the most useless Ags upgrade before they changed it.
What is it? How long does it stun for now? And if AM blinks out, it still applies, right? Yeah, 3.5 second stun on AM after he blinks out would still be pretty huge.
Oh no, it's 3 seconds and 4.5 when it's level 3. 4.5 at level 16 is just ridiculous. And it goes through BKB as well.
It's huge. He's also level 15 because of the Midas pickup as well.
It's better when you have some way to reliably break it, like if you have a Venge or a Darkseer or a couple of Force stats, but not where you want to be. Silence, Ice Blast coming in, he's going to walk right back into it, and then the Gush comes through, he's going to break the coil, blinking south. One more auto attack, ends him, and an anguish cry will be emitted as he falls to the earth.
That's a huge pickoff. They definitely needed that. He was getting pretty much uncontested farm in the jungle, and for them to be able to get that kill is pretty large. And they didn't have to expend the Ravage as well, which is a bigger thing. And now Goritz is about to pick up his Refresher as well in about 600 gold. And I think once they pick up those 2 items, they can choose to fight if they want to. The Naga, with just the Radiance, is a lot more effective at fighting than the Manta is with the Manta AM is going to be.
Well, I want to hear your best anguish cry. That was so fast.
That was a pretty good one.
Yeah!
I don't think I've ever made that noise before.
Yeah, it's okay. You gotta practice, you know. You have to constantly be an agony.
I live a happy life, man. That's the thing.
Yeah. We can fix that. Don't worry.
Yeah, Reddit. I'm on the Reddit like train right now, but in 2 weeks that means
we can fix that as well. Don't you worry. Blinking through the trees to Shachlo. He has the gem and he doesn't have a TP for 15. They saw him for this. Unfortunately, a bit off the mark. It's a level 2 song. It'll be down for some time, and I wonder with the song down if they look to use this smoke to actually force a fight. They're moving towards the top lane. Art's in front. Goret's close behind him. They will initiate Blink Doom straight onto your Tidehunter. Immediate steal from Dread though. Get Doom, mother! Okay, he'll turn, but the difference is the Cheshire Cat's a lot tankier. So he ends up with the double kill.
You have a BKB going.
Well, it looks pretty, that's for sure.
It was
now Arts
cool.
chases.
Wait, he doesn't have song. They could actually continue to fight this, maybe? Oh, I get the Tidehunter bot back, actually.
Yeah, he buys back, he'll rejoin the fight top lane, and the problem is that really delays the refresher, which I think he had like 1,300 gold-ish.
He was pretty much done with it.
Yeah. That's going to really hurt their upcoming team fights. And PR continue to battle back into this game. They've never really been that far behind, but it did feel for a while like the momentum was just going against them. But now, I'm down to about a 2k gold lead, experience, even heading PR's way, and the pings for the Roche come out. They may go for this right now.
It's this Cheshire Cat Doom, man. It was last game, it was this game again. His Midas is off cooldown, and I'm getting some sort of nervous tick right now that he's not using it. But I guess he's in the Roche pit, so it's acceptable, but it's the fact that this Doom is so large. He's got a BKB and Megan Scepter. I mean, you can just look at his items alone and see that he's pretty much the new carry for PR. Like, Data, he's eventually going to get his, just because he has Battle Fury, and if a lot of the focus is on him, and Cheshire Cat just continues to get this free farm, and he has a lot of time to just kind of walk around the map, Midas things, he's living throughout most of these fights. He's just going to get larger and larger. And Doom as a carry isn't even that bad. So it's almost like you've got two major cores against HellRaisers, who's only got the Naga on top of them.
Yeah, they try to turn the puck into more of a core going for the Midas, but it's just not a hero that scales the way an anti-mage or a Doom
It's not the same thing.
Rock getting caught out bottom lane. He'll lose his Aegis. They've got Suniko in position here in the tree line. He's wormed his way through. Level 4 shallow grave. Should really get it off. He does. But now, how do they get that anti-Magus out of here? Blink, my friend. He heads to the trees, but he will shatter regardless. And now, they're going to clean up Suniko as well. It's the turn of PR to give away a couple of freebies. HR now surging in.
Yeah, the fact that that anti-mage didn't have the Manta yet, it was coming to him, but
he had it a little while ago, like before he even went into the Roche pit, I believe.
I think,
or like right when he finished it.
I think he was just a little bit late, and without that, maybe they just got a little bit cocky and assumed that HR wouldn't take that fight. But with Cheshire Cat nowhere to be found, there's no way they can take that fight. And now I think HellRaisers, they can choose to fight this if they want. Tide Ravage is still up, and that's probably the biggest thing for them in this fight. And we didn't mention this, but Goddamn has his AA Ags now as well. Like, I don't even know where he got that farm from. I guess he just isn't really dying too much in these fights.
They also have 6 towers, so that definitely doesn't hurt. That'll do it. His CS is, 58 CS is not too bad.
It's pretty big for support on top of 6 towers. And the fact that he hasn't died too much probably helps a lot.
And I mean, he was the one dying a lot early in the trial. So
considering that, so he's probably only died like once, I think.
Yeah,
he
all
was
his deaths were very early.
Or 0 and 2. So it's not even like he's suffered too much.
So our Naga now will pick up an ultimate orb. Art's about to complete a Manta style. So, well, the Tidehunter refresher, it's just taking so long to complete.
It could have happened 5 minutes ago, actually. It was that long of time ago.
It's not just the buyback that's cost him. He spent so much time 5-manning that, or 4-manning while the Naga's clip pushing that he just hasn't been CSing much. He's got less last hits than the Bat Rider, the Doom, and the Anti-Mage.
But he's finally catching up right now. He's getting some personal me spot time. LD in this mid lane.
Gotta get his nails done, such as they are.
Tide must have disgusting nails.
Ew. They're pretty gross.
That was a terrible joke. I'm sorry for everybody that had to listen to that.
Yeah, I'm sorry for myself mostly.
Yeah, you should
probably to listen to you.
It up. But he's almost got it now. He's got 1,600 gold. Oh my god, they're gonna go for the 5-man, and they're not even gonna let him finish it. This would be so miserable if he goes into a fight, they lose the fight, and he loses all of his gold again.
Now that you say that, it's setting them up to win this fight in a dominating fashion.
I mean, Ditya Ra still doesn't have enough farm to fight. This Naga with just this Radiance against the type of lineup that PR has, they don't really have too much AoE, and so just the Radiance and the Manta alone make her fight worthy, but this anti-mage needs at least one more.
They get their jump on Cheshire Cat, big takedown if they can score it. Doom, stolen. Nicely done by Dreddy, immediately Doom Saniko, that should be a frag as well, sent back to the well. My friend, as they net Cheshire Cat to lend him with the Naga. Good pick off, and now the lasso comes out to try and turn it. As Appa Ninja slowly burns down, he orbs out Arts with the song to keep him alive. Gonna stick around right now. Man Rider BKB pop. The chase is on. Goddamn on the run. Dread, nothing really left to do at this point. He's got the stolen Doom, but no follow-up. Mana Void is there just to cancel the goddamn TP, and he is goddamn dead. Fighting his way through illusions. Multi-cast onto Dread. The follow-up comes through. Slamming and jamming as Zityara gets 3 for the team. A double kill for him, and they continue to push out the lanes.
Yeah, that was a 3 for 2. They did manage to not die on the Naga, which is probably huge. They did lose the Doom, but he got pretty much everything he was going to get off. Like, he's always initiating before this Tide can do anything. And it's a lot easier in general for him to do that, because he just BKBs in, and then dooms the Tide, and before the Tide can react, I mean, what is he going to do? Just throw out a Ravage blindly? Like, there's not a whole lot of time to react, and that's why Doom itself is a better hero to initiate with than Tide is, because with Tide, it's awkward. You don't just go in and go for single target heroes like that. And there's not a lot of heroes that he wants to just solo Ravage in this game either. Especially
with the Ags on Doom, it's like if you just get it off on a hero, they're out of the fight for the entirety of the fight.
Yeah, it's a positioning it's a positioning thing too, because you can't.
Whereas the Ravage, like you have to find the right Ravage, so it's just a very different philosophy. And with 2, you have a little more flexibility. He does finally score the refresher, 30 minutes in. Better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, I mean he could have had it at 30 minutes, but I guess it doesn't matter too much if he's getting doomed in all these fights anyways. So the thing I think he has to do is stop treating himself like a tank and a frontliner, and he just has to allow somebody else to get doomed. Like, maybe it's this Puck's time to shine.
Yeah, has the Ags now. Yule Scepter as well. Well, he's had that for a little while, but it could also maybe be the Rubik with the Blink Lift, especially if he manages to steal the Anti-Mage Blink or Doom or Lasso. That's something else that he could look to use later on.
It's time to just smoke ink, look for Cheshire Cat, kill him, don't allow him to doom. So no matter who he dooms at this point, it's going to be miserable for that person.
Unfortunately, there are no smokes available for 2 minutes, so... mid lane, quick blink in from Cheshire Cat, he stops to BKB, and that gives Gortz just a split second to blink out, and at the same time, bottom, he's actually been clipped by your HF or Slice Blast. They have that Puck Ags. He'll drop it. Silence now coming out. He tries for the TP. Will they be able to get the kill? They steal the blink, and that ain't gonna cut it. But he may shatter at the well. Very
so close.
Oh my. The upgraded Ags ulti almost sufficient.
Yeah, he's going for the BKB here. He definitely has to. I think he realizes that right now Cheshire Cat is the biggest hero in the game, and they have to take advantage of that because he's just getting further and further behind the Naga. So going for the BKB here is the right idea. Nice
refresher, dude. Real nice, says Cheshire Cat. Denied?
Beast.
They just cannot deny these Dooms today. Oh man. The good news, Shachlo, well, for HR, Shachlo will blow a BKB charge here.
Is that the... No, it's only a 9-second one. It's not too big of a deal.
They gotta start getting these Doom denies. It's just giving a lot of extra gold away to PR.
Remember when they were like 4 around that, I think it was the Tide at top and they missed it as well?
Yeah. That was like, you're just like, deny me, you idiots! I feel like, oh, well, this is awkward. They were busy trying to fight, I guess.
Nobody's in like, they don't talk like that. Oh, and at bottom.
Initiation onto Dread. He steals the Blink though. Will retreat out to safety. Now the net comes out to Zigara. Being worked on by the Naga illusions. They steal the lasso for Dread, but he has no mana to engage with it. Zigara retreating out. He's BKB'd and Grave to safety. Coil now deployed onto J4. As he will throw the stun. Doesn't get the multi he's searching for, and your Puck orbs away. Anti-Mage limping back to the well. In the end, the Tide Hunter, the only casualty for all that. From the earlier fight.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, they did get the anti-mage to use his 10-second BKB, but in return, PowerRangers, Cheshire Cat was farming during that entire time. He takes out a tier 1 by himself, and if you just take a quick gander at his gold, he's got 6,600 gold built up. That's so much gold, LT.
How much was it?
That's 6,600 gold worth. God, we're so lame.
I need better material though.
Okay, God, I'm bad at setups, man. I'm not the setup guy. I'm the guy that slams.
You like the slam dunk. You need
I'm not the.
You need the Scottie Pippen to your Michael Jordan.
Exactly.
You're not Michael Jordan.
Dude, I am the Michael Jordan.
Don't kid yourself.
I was the Michael Jordan of limbo.
Of what?
Of limbo, you know, the thing where you dunk under
Yeah.
I swear to God, I was the best limbo.
I am finding. I want video evidence. I don't believe this.
You've seen how flexible I am.
You're not flexible at all.
Are you?
What?
I can do that thing. I can put both my feet over my head.
You're gonna have to demonstrate this to me. I find.
I feel like this is turning into like some weird sexual thing for you. So I'm not gonna do that anymore.
So, okay, then you're full of shit. I mean, fine.
So,
Whatever.
Alright, let's get back to this game instead of insulting me. Alright, so I guess this game lately it favors WoW. See, I'm trying to be professional right now. This is why they flame you guys, man. This is why you're the #4 studio now in the world or some shit.
You came to the wrong stream, let me tell you, my friend.
Yeah, I'm gonna get flamed non-stop by your viewers.
Arts might get jumped here, though. They look for the initiation. Doom? Is he gonna throw it out? No, nothing just yet. Now the Ravage! They get off the Ravage! The secondary one can come out. He doesn't have mana, though. Oh, no, I'm not sure. Oh, now he does, but it's too late. He's already been brought down.
He just refreshed the Doom, but he doesn't have mana for it. Oh, he's got it. He's just
got
got enough.
Oh, he dies before he can get it off. Costly. As Ra engages with the BKB. The toil's gonna break, though. 4.5 seconds stun. Read it and weep. Your stolen mana voice from Dread finishes it. The ultra kill going the way of Arts, and now it's a mad dash down the bottom lane. 5 dead, 2 with buybacks. This could be 2-3 lanes of track, my friend.
If the Bat had BKB, or if the Doom had gotten that Doom off, it was so close. Like, they were staring nose to nose. He just got enough mana back in time, and he's not able to get the kill on him. Oh, that's brutal. That was like a game of inches. If he had just been able to get the Doom off, I think without the Naga in that fight, that he might be able to fight his way out. But I don't know, he's so underfarmed. Maybe he needs something like a Vlad's or a Heart to be able to fight at this point. Because at this point he just gets locked down and people right-click him and he has no way of healing without the Dazzle there.
He's also just easier to focus, it feels like. They have so much AoE that the illusions die, and you know which one's the real AM. You lift him, you toss the Stolen Doom on him, you net him with Naga and control him in the fights, and the Naga proves to be a lot more elusive. PR are pretty light on the AoE to quickly determine which is real and go for it, and I really thought they'd get the jump on the Naga that fight, but just couldn't do it in time.
I think Shadeslow had his 4-staff, right?
Yeah.
He could have blinked, obviously, because the Naga, well, he used it in the Naga Rad, but I think if he had just reacted a little bit quicker there, because that was like painstakingly slow. He gave so much time for HR to get in position and go for the Ravage, and that's finally what they needed. Like, Gores needed to just kind of stay in the back, wait for the Ravage opportunity, not be the first one initiated on, and using the Naga to beat, and the fact that she wasn't even doomed to begin the fight was so bad for them.
Headlong collision. They get off the first stun on the Dread. He's got that stolen Mana Void at the ready. Ravage coming on through. Pegs on Sneeko. But your BKB anti-mage here to greet him. Arts will get the first kill for HR. And now the Mana Void comes out. This one from the real AM. Who's your daddy? Well, he's going to lose his BKB now. Dread forced to TP out. Your Rubik retreating thanks to the song. And
Cheshire Cat still has BKB, though, or not BKB. He still has Doom up.
Do they look to chase this? No, PR gonna back off. And now, oh, they do get F Ninja. On the way out, he orbs, but unable to retreat. They get the secondary kill. 2 for 2, but it's 2 cores for 2 supports. PR come out on top here. Now they'll get an Aegis to Ra. Ice Blast is cooling down, but nobody low enough to snipe, it looks like. Well, maybe if Ra gets bashed a bunch. He'll blink out.
Go for this Roshan, though. The fact is that Ra can't survive in these fights without the Dazzle, and the Dazzle's definitely not going to survive in these fights anymore. There's just too much damage going around, the fights are so hectic, the range from Grave, I guess, is relatively large, but still he's getting caught out in these fights really quickly, so he needs this Gigas, and he needs some sort of defensive item to make his life okay here.
Life not feeling great for Ra. They finally get the Dazzle heal and ult coming out, along with an Urn, and he's still getting chained back. Poor guy. Gets the Aegis. They'll Urn him up again, and he'll blink out. There are some Radiant Observe rewards, but doubt he's going to stay in one position for too long.
What do you think here? Vlad's Heart? Maybe somebody else builds Vlad's for him, like the Ogre, and he just goes for a Heart here?
You think so?
He needs some sort of tankiness.
There's that Ice Blast, though, and I feel like he's getting hit by it quite a lot.
I don't think Butter does as much for you here, though. I guess nobody's going to be able to get... Yeah, I think he just needs raw HP here. I think Abyssal would be okay-ish. Yeah, that's what he's going to go for.
Definitely the riskier way to take his itemization, but he does have the Aegis for now. And with the Doom, I guess this allows the Doom to jump in with confidence that AM can help him just quickly assassinate a hero. And oh, we'll see if it ends up working out. They have 3 really good jumps now. The Doom, double Doom initiation with BKB, the Bat Blink BKB initiation, and the AM able to do pretty much the same thing with Basher and soon with an Abyssal Blade.
I think if he didn't have this Aegis, Heart would have been the correct choice. But I think if he did, or now that he does, he can play a little bit greedier. I would like to see him sell that 4-man shield. Alright, there we go.
Does it bother you?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like when I see a Midas off cooldown, it's like a nervous tick.
What happened to Midas Reminder?
Oh yeah,
do you remember that guy?
Yeah, he used to be in my chat all the time. I was really bad about that before he came along, I'm not even kidding. He's like one of the few stream viewers that actively insults me, but makes me a better player.
Is he still I used to see him in a few channels.
No,
is he still around? Okay. They steal a Bloodlust here. So look to finish up J4. He should be going down momentarily. Now your coil deployed. Catching out Sanika. Who's forced to retreat. Doom not being cast. He has the pressure. Is he gonna get it off? Does he need to? Everyone's being chased back. Arts gets bad.
He doesn't have enough mana anymore.
When he's out of mana, he's got nowhere to go. Doom, he's gonna turn around and just get this kill. He's just running for the illusion. Use your abilities, man. Now the Ravage is coming out. Just there again. Come on, my friend. Why are you so scared? You have to refresh your BKB.
You have to. Oh no, he's hesitating so much.
Well, he's got an Aegis in your run out. Hopefully, again, Doom number 1, it's stolen. It's used against him. There will be no Doom number 2 unless he can get all the way back to the well and wait it out. Ice Blast coming in on the Dayara. What a train wreck of a fight, and the Doom in grave danger of falling here. Cheshire Cat down. How is it falling apart like this for PR? They'll buy back on the AM. They lose Saniko still. The Bash. They need more Bashes
he's
here.
So tanky. He's not
my god. Oh
disaster
my goodness. What was he?
He dooms the Tide, who used both Ravages already, and I mean...
And he just waited so...
He had it like 4 times on the Naga. Remember, the Naga walked by him like 4 separate occasions.
It's a Doom with 20 armor, and he had full mana, and he had targets in range, and he had Refresher BKB. Like, this Naga's illusions are not that terrifying. There's no Butterfly just yet. Only a level 1 Diffusal. You don't want to tank them for ages.
He was nose to nose, even when he was puck ulted, right? With the Naga.
Oh, that's painful.
If he could have gotten the Doom off on that, the fight definitely goes for PR. But instead, he just gets kited around after that, and then it's like, he throws out one of those Dooms that's like, well, better someone than nobody? But the Tidehunter had already used both Ravages, so there was no point in that, and now... After that fight, I feel like that could have been the fight that brings PR all the way back. The AM would have gotten a ton of gold. He could have gotten an Abyssal, but now he had a buyback just to hold the rags. He's not getting any gold, and the Naga's just getting further and further ahead. And even with 0 mana, Arch still does 1 billion damage a hit.
Butterfly now completed, and no buyback for him, but honestly... I guess if they doom him, there is still a decent chance they can kill him here. It seems to be a big F as these fights go along.
Yeah, and it's just going to get harder and harder, especially with the fact that he's only got a 5-second BKB now. Like you said, the puck ags just pays off more and more as the game wears on. He's got a Hex now, too.
Oh, if he gets a Refresher, I feel like that's just GG. Yeah. Double Hex, double Coil. AM will be kited for days.
Middle.
Doom will be as well. And they now steal a Blink.
That's a free Blink Blink for the Ribbit.
Bling bling.
He keeps getting the Doom as well. I think he's stolen Doom 3 times this game.
But the thing that's impressive is, like, he's just ready to steal it, like, literally the second it's cast. Every time Dread, hovering with the spell steal. It's not like Doom just forgets to cast the spell. It's just, he's just that quick on it.
Yeah, he's doing it before the level death with the Scorched Earth can go on. And the best thing about it is that he's casting the Doom before the Doom can even refresh or Doom the next target.
And then he dooms him, yeah, before he can actually get it off. It's very impressive, and, well, Refresher Doom's still on cooldown for 30 seconds. He has the first one ready. It should be up in time. Buyback status for your Dire Squad. It's Doom and Ogre who have it. Nothing on the Radiant. They're still going in. They're going to try to bulldoze this base. Blink Cheshire Cat, well, he dooms. This time it's Dread. There will be no spell steal.
Was that the target though? He
Yeah.
doesn't have Refresher up and there's a double Ravage incoming. I think they definitely take this fight.
13 seconds until he can get it off. Wait, comes Goratz. He's gonna go for it. 4 heroes trapped. Quick double Ravage, overlapping them quite a bit with that, but it may be enough. As Dityaro's driven back, now catching out the Batrider. He'll fall as he breaks the coil, and Goratz continues pursuit. The Dirt, is he gonna doom the Tide? That's not the hero he wants to be going for. By the way, Shadowblade Tide. Nice way to retreat out of this fight. He'll end up running out.
He's wasting so much time as well. Just completely outplays him.
And now they go for more. Cheshire Cat Purge, not going anywhere. Monovoid hits the Tide Hunter, but doesn't really offer a whole lot. And Anti-Mage back to the well. It's another Ultra for Arts. Suddenly 13-2-8 buyback status. Not good. They have one on the Ogre, Anti-Mage. No buyback. It's on cooldown for 3 minutes, and Cheshire Cat is going to pay the price as he gets run down. If he dies here, well, he's dead for well over 100 seconds. They continue to work on the Tier 3 tower. HR taking this game puts them on match point the rest of the best of 5. That'd be a 2-0 lead at that stage. PR desperately trying to hang on. They haven't actually lost Rax yet, but
they're not even going to kill
Songs. He doesn't have a TP, but this Anti-Mage cannot fight that Naga alone.
It's not even that big of a deal if the Naga doesn't even have mana, because he's got a Butterfly, and if the Anti-Mage decides to hit him, he's not going to do the extra damage that the Mana Break can do at this point. So it's like a lose-lose situation right now for Dityara, because he doesn't even have the money for the Abyssal Blade. I think at some point he was like relatively close, but he's really stagnated in items at this point. And I mean, who do you even doom at this point? You need the Refresher up, but because of the new Refresher cooldown, 195 seconds, it's really easy for HR to just continue to fight non-stop, because you know that if the Tide gets doomed, it's okay because your Naga's doing a ton of damage, and there's actually no way at this point for PR to kill him without the doom. The Anti-Mage just simply doesn't do enough damage. The supports are so underfarmed and so underleveled, they're not going to be able to live in the fights. And because of the amount of illusions that are sheerly out on the field, this Batrider's not going to be able to do anything either.
Well, that's a pretty grim prognosis, Dr. Blitz. Is the patient fatally wounded?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was that fight at bottom, where the Doom had the Doom. It looked like everything was going pretty well. Both Ravages were used in succession. They weren't that effective. The enemy was still in the middle of the fight doing everything. It was just disaster at that point.
Oh, they get the Hex off on Shachel. Big long dive here. He's got a Yules as well. Dread doesn't have his lift currently. He'll zap Shachel. They continue pursuing Naga illusion. With that said, the Doom does come out. First one on Appa Ninja. BKBs now. Goratz has no Refresher Doom though for 40 seconds. Tide Hunter free to roam with Ravage number 1 ready, and Ravage number 2 only 20-30 seconds off. They hold the line here at the base for now, but only for now. Doom dead, 120, no buyback. So Nico next. GG. HellRaisers destroy the Doom. Oh my. What a rough game. He's the real Lord of Hell now. We killed it, Will. We killed it. Brilliant wordplay.
We're really reaching it deep for the intellectual, our intellectual audience over here. But I mean, I feel like that game, if I don't even know what goes wrong for you there. Maybe if Shachelo doesn't die so many times mid, but it's really